Hey, welcome back to Techopolis 3, where in the last video, we completed most of the elite research, and also expanded these reactors quite a lot to finish off the reactor tree with this reprocessor as well. You might be able to tell since last time that I've upgraded this, and there are now 4 reprocessors built into this, going all the way up to Inanite back here. I was initially planning on making 4 entire reprocessors, but I was told in the comments that this multi-block works with a controller on every side. Most multi-blocks don't let you do that. Like the miners, for example, you can't just throw another one on the side and it works, but for some reason it does work with the reprocessor. So I have taken advantage of that. It's not the best process, it's still quite slow, but it's faster than I produce cyanite, and that's all that really matters. So with the Inanite, I can now make platinum to get platinum rods for the ultimate technium, and I can do nuclear reactor stuff when that comes up. But that's 2 whole tech trees away. The plan for this video is a simulation tree, because I think I can get most of this done today, if not the whole thing. But there's nothing too terribly hard with hostile neural networks. I am just going to have to make a couple different models, but that's fine. And I'll probably make more than are shown here, if they're possible. I don't really need to get into my whole plan now, but if I've got time at the end, I'll use the ender pearls that I've got to make some of the wireless ME stuff, because this is not complicated. I almost did it last time until I saw the Fluix pearls. So yeah, that's the plan. I don't think I need to add to that. I just need to get started. The first thing here is the model framework, which is not as expensive as I thought it would be. I have just realized though that, yeah, I've run through all of my cyanite. I can grab one, but everything's being turned into Inanite. Maybe I should stop this when I have too few cyanite. There's probably a way to do that. Because I still need cyanite, I can't turn the whole thing into Inanite. I'll figure that out some other time. But anyway, I'll just make 9 elite control circuits to use all of these cyanite nuggets, because I'm probably gonna need 9 model frameworks. I need one for the mob infuser, which I guess is how I get all of the mobs. But then there's the alternate data models? Presumably I need the hostile ones. Yeah, and then you just add the mob drop. Okay, but I need the mob drop in the first place? I think that's manageable. Oh, you can just buy spider eyes. That's how you get spider. Okay. Oh my god, the drowned is just quadruple compressed rotten flesh. That is so expensive for something that is not very worth it. I guess tridents, but there's no mobs to fight, why do I need a trident? And I don't need Riptide when I can just fly. Some of these are a little dumb. But if I'm making 9, it might be worth it? I don't know. Well, first I need to be able to actually make this stuff, so I need this mob infuser. And I just need 2 diamond gears. That is not very hard. And from here, well, yeah, I'm gonna need prediction matrices, which is just glass. Oh, and if I do it in the nether, I get twice as many? Why? This is weird. But whatever, I can make a lot of them. I'm gonna need a lot of prediction matrices, because that's how you do any of the simulations. Ooh, and I can make a passive data model. I'm not sure how many passive mobs I can do this way. I can probably find some still lingering around here, but I feel like most of them have despawned. Except that sheep, I guess. But sheep are probably the only ones worth doing for the wool. I don't need food. I've already got infinite saturation. I don't know, I'll see what I can do before I start rationing out my model frameworks. What do I need for the simulation chamber? That's the next most important thing. I need ender pearls already? Don't I need the loot fabricator for that? Oh, no. I need a hostile data network and a teleportation core. Probably a lot of these, because I think I need ender pearls, yeah, to get the Enderman data model. So I'll make that hostile data model, and then I think I need 4 teleportation cores? 2 to make the simulation chamber, and then 2 more to make the Enderman data model eventually. But the simulation chamber is nothing without the loot fabricator, which needs generalized overworld predictions. So I do have to run some of these. And it can't be the Enderman, because that makes Ender predictions. I guess I can do the zombie one? Yeah, that works. I just need rotten flesh. And it's probably easier if I just buy a lot of this stuff. I've got plenty of tech bucks. I'm gonna need some bones, some gunpowder, rotten flesh, spider eyes, maybe slime balls? They're probably useful, but they're not very hard to make manually. So I don't think I'll spend a model framework on them yet. But I will make that zombie one, and I'll just start running it in here. And I guess I can put a lot of prediction matrices in there. It's pretty easy to get more. And I guess this is where I can explain how this mod works a bit. So, normally, the way you get these data models is by attuning the model framework to a specific mob, often by killing them. And then you use this deep learner, which tracks the kills of that mob, to then level up the framework. And you can see here a lot of these are, or all of them rather, are faulty, which means that they can't be run in the simulation chamber, and you need to get enough kills of that mob to level it up to be basic. And once it's basic, it can run in here to kind of imagine killing that mob over and over again, and the more times it runs the simulations, the more data it gets, and the more it levels up to get better at creating the results, until eventually it fully levels up to self-aware. And I think self-aware is guaranteed? Yeah, self-aware is guaranteed to make the prediction, and the prediction then goes in the loot fabricator to get the loot you want. There's a lot of different things you can put in there. And as a byproduct you get these generalized predictions, which sometimes are given niche recipes, but I guess not this time. They're just a means of getting mob essence, which I do need actually. But for now, I just need the generalized overworld predictions to get the loot fabricator. So there's that. Though, yeah, I don't have any predictions yet. I'm gonna have to leave this running for a very long time. I might want to get multiple simulation chambers for that matter, so that I can run a lot of these models at the same time. Yeah. Well, first I'll see how many models I need, because I've already earmarked 4 more mobs, but is there anything else on the list that I might want? I mean, obviously a wither, but I don't think that's happening for a while. Same with wither skeleton. If I'm running spiders, they'll give me string for wool, so I might not need sheep. Sheep gives a lot more wool, but string is useful beyond just wool, and I don't think I need this much wool. What does the ender dragon give? The dragon egg, dragon head, elytra, and dragon's breath. Nothing here is useful for me. Oh, does a zombie piglin give gold? No, if it did, that'd be so much better to get gold. But it does give netherrack, and there's no other way to get it. So there might be a niche use for that alone, but I don't know if I even need netherrack in the first place. I think I'll stick with these base mobs for now, but making all of the simulation chambers might be a little expensive. And same with the data models for that matter, because I've run out of elite technium. This is really slow. I guess I can help it along a little bit. All I need is some more gold gears. And that's made a few more technium. I am just waiting on Skystone though, because the dimensional infuser is still quite slow. But at the very least, I can now get 1 more hostile data model that I think I'll use for the Enderman. And I'll just run that in here. Oh, and I've got 11 zombie predictions. Can I run it in the loot fabricator without power? No. That's fine. I think I'll spend 1 of these predictions on heads, just for the sake of clearing that quest. But then the rest, I'll do rotten flesh, because I need to get that double crate. Oh, and in that time, the Enderman prediction's gone through. And I think for now, I need to make more ender pearls with it. But eventually, I'll need to run it on the simulation pearls. But actually, for now, I can get 1 more simulation chamber, and I can get the zombies going again. I do just need a lot of glass in here, though. And I think maybe I should move this somewhere else so that I can set up a more permanent solution. So where's a good spot that I can fit this? I don't need much space. I still have plenty down here, but I want to keep this on power adjacent things. Maybe I can make myself more space up here. Or maybe I go one level higher. I don't know how much I can afford to go one level higher. There's not that much mountain left. But if I start breaking through, then so be it. And I think with how much bigger some of these machines are getting, I might want to make this area a little bit wider than usual. And even then, I'll still be insetting things into the wall a bit. For some reason, making a wider area feels so much larger. It's almost the same as this room, but just a bit more square, and without this tiny little overhang. No. Maybe I need to try bringing back some of that overhang. Although I'm pretty bad at making something like this feel natural. It's fine. It's enough that it makes this feel a little bit more like a room. And that's all it needs to do. Oh, and that's why this bit feels off. Because everywhere else, it's flush with the entrance. Whereas here, there's bits either side. I think I need to continue this out to there. And possibly the same here? Although, this bit's extended for a different reason. This bit's extended because that's how I plan to get up and down, is just to throw in an elevator. I don't have the research for it yet, because Elite Research is still a little bit of a commodity right now, with how much Elite Technium I need, but eventually I'll put an elevator in there. And I'm going for an elevator because I cannot think of a clean way that I can get a staircase up. But anyway, I've got my area now. I can bring some power in, and some ME cables, and I can try setting something up. I can just place these machines down for now, it doesn't really matter. I need space to be able to just expand all these simulation chambers out. I'll need a mob infuser here that just generates all of the prediction matrices for me. I guess that can just connect into the top, and then I'll draw out from the front into the loot fabricator. And then all of the predictions can just go into a big drawer? I don't know. Yeah, that works. Now I just need to get a furnace that can fill this with glass, and I should be able to just have all of these run forever. But that's not a very hard thing to do. And I think if I put it right next to it, then auto-eject should work. Let's see. Does this work? No, device missing channel. Great. But I have a suspicion. No, that seems to be working. Hang on, how many P2Ps have I got? Ah, there is one somewhere missing a channel. Yep, this one. I think I need to get the dense cables out again. But I don't think I'll need too many cables. I think with 4 dense cables, I'll be fine. Yep, nothing is missing a channel. And it should give me a bit more flexibility to connect more things. Anyway, back to this. It's making the sand, which is putting the glass in here, which is then bringing the prediction matrices to all of the machines. Right. One more small thing. I'm going to have to put a void upgrade on here so that I don't get too many generalized predictions. Okay, this is a pretty rudimentary setup. I think I can afford one more simulation chamber. Or actually, it's less the simulation chamber, more the data model. But I can do that. And I think I'll do a skeleton one next. More so for the sake of the quest than anything else. Oh, and I'm also going to need some kind of a storage for what I get out of the simulation chamber. Right. Oh, wow, I get a lot of bones. For now, I just need the skull. Oh, but I need to grab the skeleton prediction itself. I can just take it out of there before it gets put through the rest of the machine. And I'll switch it to bones instead of the skull. Okay. Is that everything for the quest, then? I think so. I can get the simulation pearls later. But that doesn't have too much of a use case until I start doing some of the replication stuff. Same with the Enderium. I don't really need that until I'm going for Ultimate Technium. Oh, and just looking at this, I think I might want an ore extractor on replica ore instead of using a load of simulation pearls. But I might need them. I might end up needing duplicates of the Enderman data model. For now, things are fine. I do just need a storage for all of this, though. And it might be worth getting a compacting drawer, because I may as well turn all of these into the crates. What do I need for this? I don't think I ever made the research, but that's not a big deal. Then I just need 6 compactors, and I can do that research. Oh, and then the blueprint itself uses compactors, so I may as well get some more. I think I only need 2? Yeah, using 2 of it makes a tier 3. I want this compacting as much as possible, and I do have enough spare stuff. But first, I just need to see how this works. Let's say I get some rotten flesh, and I put it in there. Oh, okay. So this only holds 1 item, but it can hold a lot of it? And then, yeah, I can just take out the most compressed form. Okay, so I might need a few of these then. I can make crates of ender pearls, so I guess I'm getting 2 more compacting drawers. And that means more compactors. And I'll just stack them up like that. And I think I should use the ultimate cables, just to get any semblance of speed. Okay. I'm not sure what happens if these drawers fill up. They can store upgrades, so I should probably put some void upgrades in them, just in case they start to overflow. I don't think I'm gonna need more than 128 stacks of anything. Maybe the rotten flesh, because I need it for the technium, but the other 2, I think I'd be hard-pressed to get through 128 stacks. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the simulation. I would like to make the 2 other model frameworks to get the creepers and the spiders, and I can afford the simulation chambers, but the technium is just really slow. I can help it along by making some more gold, but even this is gonna take a while. So I guess in the meantime, I can get back to doing that wireless ME, and I can start with this wireless access point. All I'm really missing is a Fluix pearl, because with that, I can make the wireless receiver, and I've already made everything else I need for this. And this can just go down there. Doesn't really matter. Next I want to get some wireless boosters for it, and this needs ender dust, just ender pearls in the crusher. Very easy. And I think I'll make 8 wireless boosters, just to give it a bunch more range. Oh, that is still not that much. 38 meters is a little more than the range of 1 flight block, which is not as bad as I thought it would be, actually. I forgot just how big these blocks are, but still, I want to go bigger. I'm going to make, what's this, 24 more? Oh, I've run out of Certus quartz. 24 boosters. How much does that do? 197. Yeah, that's quite substantial. So that's enough range. Now, I just need to get a wireless terminal, and I think that's it. I need 1 more wireless receiver, but that's fairly cheap. Then I need another crafting terminal, which can be a bit of a pain, but it's not really that bad. But then the last thing I need is this dense energy cell, and for that I need 8 normal energy cells. So that's a lot of quartz glass, a lot of Fluix dust, and a lot of Certus quartz. But that's not so bad, just a little bit expensive. Then I can make them into a dense cell, and then get the wireless crafting terminal. And this, I think I just put it in there to link it. Ooh, and then how do I charge it? Can I do it with an energy cube? I'll just place that down there. Yes, it does seem to be working. So there, that's it charged. And I think it can go in any slot. And I just need to bind it to something. And now I can just access this wherever. Cool. But now I just want to test what's the range here. Clearly further than the flight block. Probably further than it ever needs to go. Let's say I'm super deep down in the caves. I can still access it. Even all the way down in my deep slate mine, I can still access it. I think it's safe to say I've got enough range. So, in the time that it's taken for me to do that, how much more elite technium have I got? 12. I guess helping it along was a good thing, because now I can make 2 more hostile data models, and then with 1 more technium, I can make the creeper and the spider data models. And I can set these going just the same as all the others. Oh, and I should probably get some storage for these as well. So that's going to be 2 more compacting drawers. And that should be able to store quite a lot of stuff. Well, that was all I had planned, but I feel like I've still got a decent amount of time left in the video. I wonder if there's something else that I can throw in here. How much power am I producing here? And how much am I spending too? The reprocessor does use a lot, but given how much downtime there is across all 4 machines, probably less than I produce with 1 reactor. Oh, and if I'm starting to fill the internal buffer on some of these reactors, then I am not using enough of my power. I say that like it's a bad thing. But that means if I've got a surplus, I can make some more dimensional ore extractors. And there's a few ores that I want to set up here. Mostly I want to do diamond and redstone, and it's probably worth me doing gold as well. Later on I'll do replica too, because I'm going to need a lot of replica ingots for things, but I'm not going to worry about that just yet. I think I can make 3 more ore extractors. All of them use about 1000 Fe per tick, and if I've got them running passively, I don't think I need to upgrade them. Yeah, so 3 more should be 1 reactor's worth of power, and I'm making enough spare. So I think I do that. I've already got dimensional diamond. I made 1 dimensional redstone ages ago. How about dimensional gold? I could probably mine the gold ore to get that. Oof, it's quite expensive otherwise. That's 6 stacks of gold dust. So yeah, I'd rather just mine that. It's not telling me how deep it is, but it shouldn't be that deep down. Yeah, there's some already. Not much, but gold is gold. I'll take anything I can find. Oh, I found some replica ore down here. It's not the biggest skip, but it does save me getting a lot more simulation pearls. You know what? I think I might have overestimated how easy it is to get gold down here, because I've gone through about 3 stacks of torches just exploring this cave. I found plenty of deep slate gold ore, and I've picked some of it up, but I'm about 10 short of the normal gold. And pretty much every vein of it I found was only about 3 or 4. If I explore much deeper in this cave, it's gonna start becoming deep slate, and I'm not gonna get the gold that I want. So I think I might just head back and do it the skyblock way. While I'm here, I'll just check. No, it makes compressed deep slate gold ore. Well, I only need 10 more gold ore, so I need just under 2 stacks of gold dust. And 10 blank stone ore, but that's not a big deal. Oh yeah, and I need the combiner as well, because I don't have that. So there's the combiner. I can just stick it in anywhere here. And I'm kind of just waiting until all the gold dust goes through. But then once I get all 120 gold, I can just put it through. So now I can get that dimensional gold ore. But the ores is just the first part here. Now I need to make 3 more dimensional ore extractors. But they shouldn't really be that bad. Sure, there's 3 dimensional machine frames I need to make, but they're not so bad. And then I need a bunch of atomic disassemblers. But the control block's not that bad, and there really isn't that much else to this. And I don't even know how many more reinforced machine frames I need, because I might be able to share some. I'll go 50. It's not hard to get more if need be. Actually, make that 100. I think just based on where the control block needs to be, I might not be able to share vertically, but I might still be able to share horizontally. I'll see. So I guess the first test here is if I build this on top of another one, does it break the other one? No. I was pretty sure that would be the case. And then the moment of truth, can these share frames? It's a little hard to tell. If I give them power, this is running, and this is running. Good. So then I can set all of these up along here, and I guess I can just connect it all into a set of drawers. And I can move this cable around a little bit so that I can connect this in with the storage bus. And then I've got all of those dimensional walls in here. Nice. And then one more thing, if I put a pattern provider on this chest, then I can set up a recipe to just get all of the stuff I need out of this, I think. I'm pretty sure I get gold dust. But what does redstone give? It either gives the normal dust or the Techopolis dust. I don't know which. Let's see. It goes through everything as per usual, and it makes normal redstone. I was hoping it would do that, because then I don't need any intermediary processing. I can now just get all of that. I do need an intermediary processing step for the diamond and for the gold, but they're really easy. So now I have a fully automatic means of getting diamonds, redstone, and gold. I don't think I'll put any speeds in these, because they're just going to be ticking away in the background, and I think I'm going to be at the capacity of this storage most of the time. Well, that feels like a decent thing to round off the video with, and this was a good chunk of progress. We've more or less completed the simulation tree, meaning next time I can probably do most of the replication tree. I'm not sure. It's got some large-ish multi-blocks, and it's a little complicated, but I think I can manage at least up to the nuclear reactor and some of the spent nuclear waste. I don't know. I'll check it out on my own and see how much I can do. So I'd say that is plenty of progress for one video. I'm just repeating myself at this point, so that means I don't have anything else to say, so I'm going to call the video here. Bye.